5 mistakes that make toddlers more clingy. Why toddlers become clingy. If your toddler cries the second you leave the room, wraps around your leg at the park, or refuses to play unless you are sitting right next to them, you are not alone. So many parents deal with this, and it can feel exhausting. You love your child with everything you have, but some days you just need 5 minutes to yourself. Here is the thing, though. Clinginess is not a personality flaw, and it does not mean you have done something terribly wrong. Toddlers become clingy for totally normal reasons. Their brains are growing at a rapid pace. They are learning that the world is a big and sometimes scary place, and you are their safe person. You are their anchor. But here is what many parents do not realize. Some of the everyday things we do, with the best of intentions, can actually make clinginess worse and hold back a toddler's confidence. In this video, I am going to walk you through 5 common mistakes parents make, and more importantly, what to do instead. By the end, you will have practical tools to help your toddler feel more secure, more capable, and yes, a little more independent. Mistake 1. Interrupting their play. Picture this. Your toddler is sitting on the floor, quietly stacking blocks or lining up their toy cars. They are in the zone. And then you walk over and say, "Oh, are you building a tower? Let me help." Or, "Come on, it's time for a snack." It seems harmless, right? But interrupting a toddler's independent play, even with good intentions, sends a message that they cannot do things on their own without your involvement. When we constantly step in, toddlers learn to look to us for entertainment, direction, and reassurance. Over time, they stop trusting their own ability to just play. And that is where the clinginess grows. What to do instead. When your toddler is playing independently, resist the urge to jump in. Watch from a little distance. Let them work through it. If they are struggling with a puzzle piece or a tricky block, hold back for a moment before offering help. You might be surprised. They often figure it out on their own. When you do need to transition them, give a little warning. Try saying, "In 2 more minutes, we are going to have a snack." That small heads up helps them feel respected and in control, which builds the confidence they need to feel secure even when you step away. Mistake 2. Praising outcomes. Instead of effort. We all want our kids to feel good about themselves, so we say things like, "You are so smart," or, "Wow, you are such a great artist." It comes from love. But research actually shows that praising outcomes, like being smart or talented, can backfire. When toddlers hear they are so smart, they start to fear doing anything that might prove otherwise. They become more cautious, more likely to give up, and more likely to seek constant reassurance from you. Think about the toddler who melts down the moment a drawing does not look right, or the one who refuses to try the monkey bars because they might fall. A big part of that anxiety comes from being praised for results rather than for trying. What to do? Instead, shift your praise to the process. Instead of, "You are so clever," try, "You worked really hard on that." Instead of perfect drawing, say, "I love how you kept going even when it got tricky." This teaches your toddler that effort is what matters, not being perfect. And when they believe effort is enough, they become willing to take small risks, which is exactly how independence grows. You will notice a difference. Kids who hear process praise are more likely to try new things, recover faster from frustration, and not need constant reassurance that they are doing it right. Mistake 3. Limiting safe exploration. It is completely natural to want to protect your child. When your toddler is about to climb the couch, splash in a puddle, or poke around in the garden dirt, our instinct is to say, "Careful," or "No, no, don't touch that." And of course, real safety matters. But many parents, without realizing it, limit exploration that is actually perfectly safe, simply because it feels a little risky or messy. When toddlers are not allowed to explore, climb, get messy, or test their own limits in a safe environment, they do not get the chance to learn what their body can do. They do not build physical confidence, and without that confidence, the world starts to feel like a scary place, which makes them want to stay closer to you. What to do? Instead, ask yourself, is this actually dangerous or just a little uncomfortable for me to watch? If it is the latter, take a breath and let them explore. Let them climb the low playground structure, even if you are hovering nearby. Let them jump in that puddle. That's what washing machines are for. Let them dig in the dirt. When toddlers discover that they can do hard things, that they climbed that step and did not fall, that they touched the cold water and it was fine, their confidence skyrockets. Every small act of safe exploration tells their brain, the world is manageable. I can handle this. And a toddler who feels capable is a toddler who does not need to cling. Mistake 4. Fixing problems. Too quickly. Your toddler is trying to zip up their jacket. They struggle. They grunt. Their little face scrunches up, and within 3 seconds you reach over and zip it up for them. Sound familiar? Or maybe they are trying to open a container, fit a shape in the sorter, or pull on their shoe, and before they even have a chance to try, you solve it for them. This is one of the most common and most understandable mistakes parents make. We do not like watching our kids struggle. It can feel unkind to stand back when they are frustrated. But when we fix problems too quickly, we rob toddlers of something incredibly important: the experience of working through a challenge and coming out the other side. What to do? Instead, give them more time than feels comfortable. Seriously, count to 10 in your head before stepping in. Let them wrestle with the zipper. Let them try to open the container. If they do get frustrated and come to you, you can guide without taking over. Put your hand over theirs and help just a little. Say, you pull this part here, rather than just doing it for them. When a toddler finally gets that zipper up or fits that shape in the hole, the look on their face is pure gold. That sense of "I did it" is deeply powerful. It tells them they are capable, and capable kids do not need to hang on your leg all day. They are too busy trying new things. Handling frustration and tantrums. Now, none of this is easy in practice, because when you give a toddler space to struggle, frustration is going to happen. And frustrated toddlers tantrum. They scream, they throw themselves on the floor, they cry like the world is ending because you would not zip the jacket for them. Here's the key: do not panic, and do not immediately give in. Stay calm and steady. Get down to their level. Name what they are feeling. I can see you are really frustrated right now. That simple act of feeling understood takes the heat out of a tantrum faster than almost anything else. You can hold space for the big feelings without caving to the demand. Say, "It is hard when things are tricky. I am right here with you." You are not dismissing their emotion, but you are also not solving it for them. This is how toddlers learn emotional regulation, which, by the way, is one of the biggest building blocks of independence. And if a meltdown is happening in the middle of the grocery store or at a playdate, that is okay too. No parent has escaped that experience. Take a breath. You are not failing. You are teaching. The result: a more independent child. Here is what all of these small changes add up to. When you stop interrupting play, you give your toddler the gift of focus. When you praise effort over outcomes, you give them resilience. When you allow safe exploration, you give them confidence in their body. When you stop fixing problems too fast, you give them the belief that they can handle challenges. And when you stay calm through tantrums, you give them emotional security. None of this happens overnight. Toddlers still need you. A lot. And that is exactly as it should be. The goal is not a toddler who does not need you at all. The goal is a toddler who feels secure enough in your love that they are brave enough to try things on their own. The clinginess does not disappear after one afternoon of trying these strategies. But over days and weeks, you will notice small shifts. They play a little longer before looking up. They try the slide even though it scared them last week. They zip that jacket themselves, look up at you with huge, proud eyes, and then go running off to the next adventure. That right there, that moment, is what we are working toward. And you are already doing a wonderful job just by watching this and thinking about it. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with another parent who might need it. And drop a comment below. I would love to hear which of these strategies you are going to try first. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. I'm Angela. See you in my next video.